Welcome to the moment we've all been waiting for, the Marble Race Final. I'm your master of ceremonies, Rusty Undercarriage, and today we will have a champion. It's the hardest round to win, folks. 5 races, 1 winner, $150 Canadian grand prize. How do you win? You need the points. You'll get 5 points for taking first, 3 for second, 2 for third, 1 for fourth, and a big ol' 0 for failing to finish it all. Our teams, Team Hojo, Team Wipe, Team Ash's Antics, and the Side Order have all given everything they have to get here. And today, we will crown our winner. So let's hop to it and send it to our commentary voices that make all the marble choices, Cliff Racker and Odinson.
That's right, Rusty. 64 racers tried to make it to where we are today, and only 4 have made it so far. Let's see who is going to get home with that $150 grand prize. I am Glyphracker.
I am Odinson, and welcome to the monthly Marble Race Final. 5 races, 4 racers, 1 prize. Who will win? Let's find out. Before we do, though, I just want to remind you all to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, because, hey, here at the Side Order, you will always have a seat at the table, so pull up a chair and join us.
The epic climb that we have witnessed over the last 4 days has been beyond epic, is words for it.
Also, a big thanks and shout out to our co-sponsor for this month's race, Team Wipe and Ryan222 Graft. As I've repeatedly said during this, and will say again, if you like some good action and shooting content, go check out Ryan222 Graft and Team Wipe. They are the place for you.
That's correct. One of the best places that I've ever watched some actual good Call of Duty content over there.
That's correct, that's correct. I don't play it myself, but I do enjoy watching it from time to time, and that's where I go to watch such content, and that's where you should go too. And it looks like we're ready to get started with the first race.
There they are with Arcade Pop, Mr. Smith, Strider, and Raul, our champions for this month. Who will actually be the real winner?
Well, it looks like Hojo Dojo's gonna run away with this. His team has 3 marbles in the final. They have absolutely dominated this race.
That is correct. They're actually at a point total of 12.
Wow, that's pretty incredible at this point. Also, there's Raul Duke, who still, after his preliminary run, holds the track record at 135.5.
That is epic running for Raul. No one has been yet to be able to touch it. Will it happen today? Let's stick around and find out.
Well, so far, it looks like Arcade Pop wants to make that happen. He's taken the early lead.
Got quite the distance. Oh, Strider passes though. Arcade stalled out.
Oh, Raul Duke hits him, and as we've discussed before, you do not actually want to do that. As a marble, that just gives all your momentum to the person that you hit.
As you've seen it there, as Arcade Pops makes the sneak by and heads into the little garden area.
I do so love it when the marbles illustrate my point just as I'm making it. Arcade Pop coming through the space quite nicely and into the wheel first.
Strider right in tow. Almost tried for the jump in. Didn't make it. As Rule is now in third.
There's Raul Duke and Mr. Smith coming through. He'll get neatly into the wheel, but Arcade Pop already into the slalom.
And a little hang up on some of those slalom poles.
Not the smoothest through it, but he's still in the lead at the halfway mark.
Bouncing off past the golden triangles.
Without even touching them. Quite nice. Quite nice. Arcade Pop trying to win this one for sure.
Definitely giving it a real good attention to the lap record here. Is it going to be good though? Can he pull it off? He's only got another 10 seconds left. About 20 seconds left.
Oh, looks like Raul Duke may have stalled out somewhere.
That's unfortunate. Hopefully he can maybe get moving forward and maybe at least finish for that 1 point. Points matter, and like we always say too, being consistent can win you a race.
Yes, especially here in the last round when we've got 5 races. Simply being consistent, putting points on the board every round can carry the day for you. So consistency is key here in the finals.
As Arcade Pop is up over the slide and slowly crosses the finish line for a sweet 5 points.
There he goes. He takes the early lead with 5. Here comes Strider, moving to the second place, and he gets it.
Nice 3 points for Strider. Mr. Smith hung up by the pond. A lot of people have been fishing there.
Yeah, but he is up off the ground, so he will very, very likely actually make it up the shaft.
As he's trying to get on that waterfall. Oh, I think he caught it. Caught the edge there. There we go.
There it is.
And Mr. Smith gets a nice 2 points.
Mr. Smith tailing by quite a bit. Raoul Duke going off the track, apparently. But there's a look at this round's winner, Arcade Pop.
And there you see the points. Congratulations, Arcade Pop, on moving a little bit closer to that $150 Canadian.
Well, that is good racing there. And you've taken the early victory in the first race.
But as we all know, that means nothing, as let's see who's going to take the next points. Still anyone's game as they're going up the ladder.
They're moving up the ladder now. And here we've seen often somebody try to take an early lead, but, you know, it's not really too good to get too excited here at the beginning. You could come off the track early, and you don't want that to happen. Better to take a conservative race here and save all your vigor for the end when you really need it.
That's correct. As here they are moving through. It looks like Strider's going to sneak ahead. Can he maintain it? He certainly does.
He maintains that lead quite nicely there. Coming down into the triangles, this could be the telling moment, but he does make it through there quite smoothly.
Arcade Pop, though, cuts ahead.
Arcade Pop squeezing through that edge. I don't think we've seen many racers, and coming through the swirler about as neatly as you'd like.
That's very true. And even loads into the wheel. Pretty smooth, too.
Looks like Mr. Smith has passed. He's gotten a little bit hung up. Strider tries to pass, but does not succeed.
Raoul right behind, as Arcade Pop is yet again in the slaloms.
Arcade Pop once again taking the lead. He really wants the victory here. And the marbles behind him are a little bit clumped up. So we'll see how he does coming through this portion here. Oftentimes this could be the decider. Oh, that is not neat and not what you want.
Ends up getting caught there. And
ooh, Mr. Smith.
Making the pass.
Mr. Smith with a pass smooth as you'd like.
Couple little bounces off the pillars, cuts through, misses the blades. Nice move through the ice.
He finds the quickest path through the ice, and it goes into a nice lead here. Raoul Duke looks like he's bringing up second place. And Arcade Pop, who led in the early going, or for the first half of the whole race actually, for the most part, has now faded into third.
Proving yet again that anything can happen out there on the racetrack.
Strider bringing up the rear. I'm sure he's hoping for better results in the upcoming rounds.
Ooh, Mr. Smith almost caught up, but crosses the line for a sweet 5 point.
Congratulations, Mr. Smith, on winning the second race. There's Raoul Duke.
Crossing the line, that gives you 3. Arcade Pop gets 2, and Strider at least crossing the finish line and collecting a point.
Everybody scores there, and you've got to at least be satisfied with that if you're a competitor. Sure, it's not a victory, but you get something, and that is far better than what can happen.
So there are the points, and there is the totals. 7 for Arcade Pop, 7 for Mr. Smith. They are our leaders, but that really means nothing as we still got 3 races to go.
Yeah, there it is, 135.5 set by Raoul Duke. So I rounded it off.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if anybody will beat that. I did notice that in the last round, Mr. Smith came close.
Very, very close.
He was actually, I think, less than a second off, but still not fast enough.
It's not enough to cut the cake. We're moving up the elevator.
Well, Raoul Duke displayed the kind of speed that he needed to get here. Arcade Pop taking a different position than the rest of the marbles. We'll see if that pays off for him, and it does.
It certainly does, as they're making their way down for the third round out of the 5 that we have. Arcade Pop with a definite squeeze of a lead there. Strider not giving him any space, or wasn't giving him any space.
Arcade Pop and Mr. Smith look like they were jostling a little bit, coming through the carousel bit.
Oh, Strider's making a sneak by. Is it enough to make the full pass? I believe it is.
Yeah, Arcade Pop did not go smoothly through those triangles, and Strider came through them about as clean as you'd like.
That was pretty smooth there. Little wobble at the end. Raoul catching in that second spot. Arcade in third.
Arcade in third. Mr. Smith bringing up the rear. And here's Strider.
Launched off, only given seconds behind by Raoul Duke.
I was concerned for a second there that maybe Mr. Smith had come off the track entirely, but no, he's just behind. He is still there, though.
Strider bouncing around past the poles here. Luckily misses that one. And, that's not good.
Strider and Raoul take a bad bounce. And Arcade Pop takes advantage.
Allowing Arcade to get by.
Good job to him. He's coming through the pillars fairly neatly, and Mr. Smith has crashed off the track.
That is unfortunate to see. Mr. Smith has been really struggling to get through to this part of the race.
He has. Now, he was our co-leader, but that's definitely going to hurt his leadership here. And Arcade Pop is going to take sole possession of the lead as long as he can hang on for the rest of this race. There's Raoul Duke in third.
Wonder how close behind Strider is. Oh, Strider tried to make a shortcut, but it didn't pay off as Arcade Pop noticed, did a swerve by him, maintaining speed.
Well, so far we've seen 3 people try that shortcut. And it's only actually worked for one of them. The other 2 have both been passed after taking the shortcut. In fact, technically, we've seen 4 people try to take it, and one of them ended up on the front porch of the cottage.
There was a pass by Raoul Duke, and he gets 3 points. Arcade gets 5. Strider is caught fishing.
Strider goes fishing. Arcade scores another 5 points, and Raoul Duke gets 3. There will be a big 0, unfortunately, for both Strider and Mr. Smith, as they do not finish.
That's really got to hurt your contentions out there, folks.
It really does. And there's the points totals after 3. Arcade Pop is starting to run away with this. The other contestants must want to really bring it together and hope that he does not perform well in these last 2 rounds.
I would like to take a brief moment, though, to yet again remind you guys to definitely check out Team Wipe and all of their content. They do a lot of other stuff besides just gameplay. They have conversations, and also check out their Discord. I will post the link below in the description.
They do have an excellent Discord community. They also do great giveaways over there, so you definitely want to check them out. There are both benefits to watching and to becoming a member, something you should maybe consider.
That is correct. And while you're at it, don't forget to check us out here at the Side Order. Become a member and you also get benefits there.
Well, we do or are going to be doing a members-only stream series, and I do believe we are going to be both putting forth a game series as a members-only thing. In fact, I do believe you do Hitman already.
That is correct.
Or Hitman, sorry. Sorry. Anyway, here comes the next round. After that exciting segue, there is a sign telling us our sponsors, of course, Team Wipe, thanks to them, and us here at the Side Order.
The only place where you'll find the monthly marble race.
Also, a big shout-out, thank you to our Master of Ceremonies, Rusty Undercarriage.
That is correct. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get on to the 4th round.
You see Raoul Duke taking a way different strategy there, trapping all the other marbles in the middle of the track.
Maybe it will pay off. I was going to say that was smart, but we don't know yet.
Well, hopefully it will cause something to happen here. He must have done it for a reason because it looked like some sort of strategy. Doesn't seem to be paying off for him, though.
No, definitely not. Allowing Arcade Pop to yet again take that first place. He almost seems to know the front part of the track by like the back of his hand.
That's actually something we haven't seen so far, is somebody who gets that pole position consistently remaining in first like that. Doesn't usually happen, but it has been today.
Working on that line and yet again passing through. Little guard. Ooh, maybe went a little too far.
Might have gone too long on that, and Raoul Duke, I think, might have made the pass. Yes, he did.
Even cut him off at the circle. Ooh, Strider taking a jump and going off for a DNF. That's unfortunate.
That is going to end Strider's day, and that is unfortunate, but that is definitely going to put him out of contention for the race points.
That is correct.
Raoul Duke here, now leading the pack.
Arcade Pop, though, giving him no room for breathing. However, he did make it through that spinner, which gives him just that slight little bit of difference.
Raoul Duke says, I don't need room for breathing. Breathing is for jumps, and continues to hold the lead.
Cuts through those bouncers, though, not a problem. I don't think he touched one of them.
No, he came through all of that quite nicely. And now he's coming through up to the cabin. Will he try the shortcut? No, he does not. Probably a good move.
4 seconds to beat his own time. I do not see it happening.
No, nobody's touching his old time on this one. That is for sure.
As he heads up and crosses the line for a nice 5 points.
There's Mr. Smith taking a second.
Getting 3. And where are the other? Well, where is the Arcade Pop?
Where is Arcade Pop? I believe he may have come off the track, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate. And there you have it. There it is. Raoul Duke and Mr. Smith getting points, and the other two getting the big goose egg.
Wow, this last round is truly brutal. And wow, excepting Strider, sorry Strider, any of these three could win it. Whoever wins this round, if one of those three wins it, they take the championship home with them.
That's it, folks. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Someone after this race is going home with the big prize of $150 Canadian.
Well, we could end up with a tie if Strider wins. So really, anything could happen. But if one of our three contenders wins this race, they walk away with the whole thing.
With Arcade Pop and Mr. Smith in first, giving Strider no room for that victory. Mr. Smith moves forward because he wants that first place. Everyone wants that $150.
Right now, it looks like Arcade wants it the most, but Strider says, no, I don't want to let any of you have it easily. And he takes first place.
That is correct. Nice move through as they're heading up. Oh, Raoul jumps off. That's out for him. Causes him to be out.
Well, that puts it out of reach for Raoul Duke. So now it's going to be either Arcade Pop or Mr. Smith. Unless, of course, Strider wins this, then we may end up with a tie, depending upon where they finish.
As the fight continues between Strider and Arcade Pop. Arcade Pop makes the pass.
And it's a big pass. He puts himself into a significant lead with that move.
Nice. He's already heading down through the woods.
Arcade Pop absolutely ripping up the track. However, the other two racers are not far behind. However, I think Arcade is about to walk away with it.
There you have it. Oh my goodness, folks.
There it is. Arcade Pop wins the series. That is it. That is all. Congratulations, Arcade Pop. You are the April monthly marble race winner.
Congratulations, Arcade Pop. As you'll see here in just moments, you are this month's winner. You are getting a contact by us for $150 Canadian, and we look forward to the communication.
We do indeed. So we will be contacting you to pay you your winnings this very day. So congratulations, Arcade Pop. You are the April winner of $150 Canadian.
And there you have one half of the 64 racers as This is a final goodbye, and thank you everyone this month for joining and trying to participate in the monthly marble race. If you yourself would like a marble or to join up and get a team for the end of the year Creator Cup, definitely check us out and get in contact with us, as that's one way to get marbles and marbles for a team.
Most excellent, yes indeed. As of course we will be back with the monthly marble race next month, so make sure you look out for that. One last congratulations to our winner, Arcade Pop. You of course win the grand prize. And a final shout out and thank you to Team Wipe, the co-sponsors of this month's race, and Ryan222 Graph. Please don't forget to check out our Discord. Link to that is in the description below, as is a link to our merch shop. You're looking to get yourself something nifty, or maybe up your style game a little bit.
That's correct. We also do have a little bit of merch left for the monthly marble race, so get yourself a Pit Crew Team shirt, or maybe a hat. With all that being said, though, I've been Glyphracker.
I have been Odinson. Thank you very much for joining us.
And with all that being said, until next time, you guys know the deal, which is take it easy.
See you next month.